Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do to do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making $5 million, $10 million. 15 million, 50 million. And I know I'm talking in numbers none of you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. In that little cookie cutter mold that I'm going to find 5 handles in the S&P to begin with. And I'm going to let it grow till I can start doing 8 and then 10, or start with 20 in NASDAQ and work towards 30 and 40 to 50. You only got to do them a few times a week, folks. And as your equity increases, you can afford to do more contracts. That compounds, and you keep adding it more and more and more. But the level of risk is always the same. Whatever you associate in terms of your risk, I'm not going to risk more than 1%. But I can't get rich trading with 1%. Bullshit. You can get rich trading with 1/4 of 1%. You have to submit the time. None of you want to do that part, but that's the part you have to submit to. That's the first thing I submitted to when I first started trading. I had a 20-year plan. Imagine me writing a book, How to Be Successful and Retire 20 Years as a Trader. Nobody's buying that book. Now, in the 80s and the 90s, that would have been a great title because everything was around what? And for you younger folks, you ain't going to know this, but it was all mutual fund. It was when mutual funds and fidelity. Everybody was trying to get people to invest in these mutual funds. And they were projecting, this is what you should do. Average is 12% return on stocks over the course of the years. You put this much money in, your money can compound. You'll have $1 million by the time you're whatever. So I was like, well, shit. If I can make 12% in a mutual fund a year, what happens if I start making 12% a month? And then what happens when I start making 12% every 2 weeks? And then what happens if I make 12% a week? And what happens if I can compound my efforts and find trades that yield 12% in the same day? Suddenly, all these big numbers that were fearful for me as even contemplating as realistic ever to reach for, they became reachable. Because I'm not increasing the level of effort in my trades. All I need is the setup. And as the equity increases in the baseline is whatever it is at the time, it's 100,000, 250,000, 500,000, $1 million account. Whatever that is, the risk percentage is never increasing. So whatever you've adopted as your model is, this is what I'm going to risk. It's going to be 1% or less. It's going to be 0.5%. It's going to be 1/4%. You're trying to tell me you're not satisfied risking 1/4 of 1% of $1 million if you have that in your trading. Okay, it's real money, not funded bullshit. It's real money, and you're able to take down a setup that yields 5 to 8 to 10 times what you're risking. Really? You don't think that that's a good living? 50 fucking grand a week? You can't get rich? Oh yeah, you're fucking great. That's rich. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You failed math. But you have to give yourself time.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome in, welcome in. We got market open here in about 20 seconds. Hop on in, boys and girls. The water is fine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like the stream on your way in if you'd be ever so kind, ladies and gents. I do appreciate it. Let me know in the chat box where you guys are tuning in from this morning, from all around the globe here, ladies and gents. What's up, Christian? What's up, Zachariah? Sasha and Storm Scout, good to see you. Juan, good to see you. Setzer, Trader, J Mark, Don, the S rank, good morning. Kookie, what's up, Ethan? Ethan, where's it? I don't know. I got a bunch of these speeches saved specifically for the stream intros, but it's out there somewhere in the ether. If you just look on Twitter or just type in ICT motivation, he's got a bunch of them all over the place. I apologize, Ethan. I don't have the exact link to give you or anything. What's up, Nala? Muhammad ICT, Eugenia, it's Ivan, Josh. Change my camera? No, this is a camera that I've had for a while now. I just don't use a green screen anymore, and because I'm not using a green screen anymore, try to make the lighting look decent. But appreciate it, Josh. Yeah, I was running a little late with getting the stream started. Yeah. Sorry, stock Ister. But anyway, good morning, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's start hopping on some charts and get the ball rolling. So as far as news goes, we had pre-market news, 8:30, and we do have some 10 a.m. revised UOM consumer sentiment news. So coming into the day with the expectation that I probably won't press any buttons until after the 10 a.m. news passes, most likely. I don't want to say that as a firm commitment, and then if I don't, if I end up trading before then, you guys are calling me out for it. That's just my expectation as of right this moment. Okay. But looking at the weekly chart here, my opinion on where price goes today, because of how this weekly candle has now formed after yesterday, I believe we'll at least see previous weekly low. That's my bias for today. I don't necessarily demand or have a whole lot of confidence that we'll go take out the low from this previous weekly range. So 2 weeks ago. Maybe if we get some good volatility today, that could be possible, I think. Fridays can be just kind of hit or miss is all. So that is my plan. These equal lows here at previous weekly low. I want to try to target these. We do have, this was the only thing that was interesting yesterday or last night when I was looking at price on the daily. You know, guys, Wednesday, we were trading down into the daily fair value gap that was formed on the Monday candle. And then this Wednesday candle now after yesterday has also created a BPR on the daily. So another daily fair value gap here overlapping. So it would have made the conviction a little easier at price overnight traded up into that gap. And then we were trading lower from there. That was what I was hoping for, but you don't always get what you want, ladies and gents. We do see that the 4 hour, this is the price action from yesterday morning, traded up into that 4 hour, which we got, and we talked about that, and then now we're shorting. So to me, it looks like price is ready to get going. Here on the hourly, 1 hour gap respected, still going lower. So looking bearish here. Looking bearish here, boys and girls. Equal lows just got taken out here. We generated these pre-market. Just ran them out here now. See if we can continue displacing through these lows and not just wick them and then start displacing higher. 15 minute. A little bit of an SMT here at the low with ES. I hate when I go into these lower time frames and you see all these like internal equal highs that look really smooth. My eyes just kind of get drawn to them. London high. That's why I would like to see some displacement through this current low. Then we can keep playing that down to 602 level. Otherwise, I honestly wouldn't be like shocked to see price dig up into here, to be honest. So let's see if this wants to continue or not. We're only 5 minutes into the open, guys, so not like in a super big hurry or anything like that. London low, current low taken. See what forms here. Oh, let me check the poll, eh? Vote on the poll, guys. 89 votes so far. 40% bullish, 47% bearish, 12% choppy PA. Yeah, Friday you gotta be real careful, guys. It really can be hit or miss on Fridays. Like sometimes you just get the most beautiful price delivery, and then other times it's like, why the fuck did I trade Friday? So it's always kind of a wait and see. But either way, you gotta have your guard up a little bit more, I think. What's up, football vibe? Anthony already made 2.5% past my account on Tradeovate. Now I wait till 10 a.m. for other account. Nice. See, Anthony, I told you were going to bounce back. I'm happy to hear it, man. Happy to hear it. I'm going to close the poll off for now, boys and girls. Pretty split. Pretty split for the most part. Like 44% bearish, 42% bullish. So we're all pretty neutral overall. Let's check the regular trading hours, I suppose. Ooh, nice little opening range gap here. They say size don't matter. I say they lied. 90 points. You don't say. You don't say. All right, let's watch this. Let's see. I believe personally that if we are gonna see lower prices from here, we're just gonna see continuation lower. I would expect the first or the lower 50% of this opening range gap to hold, honestly. If not, it'd be really hard to not think we don't go at least to London high of the internal range. TBH. And we'll mark that out as well. This is 5 minute, yeah. 5 minute BPR tap here. So similar to, think about how we played Wednesday. Price was kind of choppy in the first like 15 minutes. We traded up into a 5 minute PD array, and then we waited for confirmation on the lower time frames to find entry. Let's see if we do end up getting any confirmation out of here lower. But yeah, if this disrespects right in here, like I said, I don't think it'd be hard to think we're going at least a London high. But then we could play a breaker off of that and an inversion. So that would be the idea if this fails here on the 5. And then if this can hold, we'll drop down and see if we find a confirmation to get short. Someone said we have SMT both sides currently, yeah. Yeah, SMT with these highs here and SMT with these lows here, so. So let's see what that order flow has to say, huh? New 5-minute candle here. I'm gonna watch the 1 minute on my other monitor. Delete this arrow so nobody gets confused if they're just hopping on. What's up, Grizz? Took a scalp down to London lows, 400 times 5. Look at you. That boy. What time is it? 10:40. This is totally fine, I suppose, if it wants to just chop. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart on my other monitor here. I'll show you guys. Like, this isn't... We would have to print new, like a new bearish fair value gap to the downside here for me to play this, I think. I don't see like any like inversions or any sort of order blocks I'd care to play. I mean, I guess if you really were feeling aggressive for shorts, you could try playing like a 1 minute CISD, I guess. You have a 3 minute BPR here. Maybe you could use as an inversion play as well. We'll keep an eye on that. I'll fade these out a little bit more. Oh, I can't. I wish you could fade these all at once. I don't want to go through each one individually. Yeah, I was going to say, we should have our first presented by now. 9:30, so not there. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah, 9:35 technically is our first presented fair value gap. Kind of got to zoom in just to see it. What the hell? Still holding that 5. That was sensitive. Do you guys see that jump? Wow. Well, that gives us a nice bearish order block to potentially use here. I like this. I like this candle here. shoot, it's kind of running. Guys, I'm going to try this short. I'm in. I'm trying to short off this order block. Sorry, 1 second. I'm in. Trying to set this trade up here. Taking it to previous weekly low, 602. See if it wants to deliver. We do still got a few minutes here until we get into the macro. Oops. And new medium impact news in 15 minutes. I'm playing this off of the respect of the 5-minute. My draw going into the day was lower. And I'm playing this 1-minute order block that just got printed in. We still have a 3-minute to get through here. If we can get through that 3-minute, we should be in smooth sailing waters, I think. And then I'll just protect the trade once we trade through the recent low. So 3-minute is currently holding this up. If we can get through here. Oh no, we did get through it. All right. I think this looks good, to be honest. See if it will give us this inversion and see it move lower here. I like this trade though. I like this, to be honest. Price action wise. Phil is 901 3/4, by the way. What's up, Meta? Waiting for first presented. Yeah. Yeah, you could totally be waiting. That's fine. We'll find out if I'm early. Here's first presented here. I'm kind of front running this this move here. I don't know if I'd say I'm worried. It could happen, and I'll just take a loss. Back at entry. Brian's in long from the 935 gap. You son of a bitch, Brian. Why you do me like that? Zach says, why are you trading against the SMT? We have SMT on both sides right now. So technically, you could say that about either position. You know, the beautiful part about watching somebody live stream is my trades don't affect your trades. If you don't like the trade, you don't have to take it. And if I get stopped out, you can just watch. You know, kind of get your money's worth, right? What's up, Ricardo? So I did not end up waiting till 10 a.m. If this trade fails, I'll wait till 10 a.m. Yeah, I feel like I covered the logic pretty good. Just spent the last 15 minutes going over why I was, or what I was waiting to see, and feel like I got a decent enough setup here. Wanted to try it. You hate when you're long and I'm short? Why? I get it wrong too sometimes. You gotta have confidence in your ability to read price. If you don't have confidence in your ability to read price, you're always gonna have that issue. You know, it could be people have done this to me in the chat sometimes too, where they're just like, oh well, this other streamer is short and you're long, and then like there's times where it plays out in my favor, and then there's times it plays out in their favor. Like you can have the same trading style, which is ICT concepts for all of us. Some days you get it right, some days somebody else gets it wrong, or vice versa. At the end of the day, trading is still unique to the individual and what you're looking for. How long do you wait? I just like to get above the buffer, and then, you know, if you got enough cushion above the buffer, pay yourself. Pay yourself. Don't treat it like a savings account. I've made that mistake plenty of times where I get in this mindset of like building up an account till the fucking infinity, and then I end up giving back a bunch of profit. You're right, because you tell yourself, you're like, oh well, I could withdraw a couple grand, but like it really won't change my life. I don't really need a couple grand. And then you end up giving all the profit back. You're like, fuck, I wish I would have taken the couple grand at least. Funny how the actual move is playing out here now that the macro is beginning. And people want to say macros don't exist. I say bullshit. They seem like they exist. Not out of the woods here yet, guys. I am back in green on this trade, up about 20 points. Nice sharp move here down after we retested that 5-minute fair value gap again. Got above opening price. Happy I didn't listen to the chat and close my trade. Thanks for the blockbuster advice. Sometimes it's like the chat is the ops. Not only am I trying to trade against myself and my own thoughts, then I got the chat telling me shit. Man. The ops. That's what you guys are, the ops. Why you guys do that? Up 50 points on this trade, guys. Make sure there's no SMT. Okay, ES is trading through the low there. So we do have another bullish SMT at this external low here. So for that reason, I'll go ahead and protect it now. See if we can get this follow through to the downside. Freaking ops though, bro. I'm telling you. Definitely could squeeze out a partial along the way here. But yeah, SMT against the trade now, so protected it. If it pulls back, it's going to break even, then we'll just wait. News in like 6 minutes. took out ES low. That's why I went break even. PEJW. Yeah, Leo, I can do that. Don't jinx me, Brian. Come on, Brian. Don't say that. Market will get pissed. And say, oh, you think so, huh? Watch this. Hold my beer. I'm not saying nothing because I'm not trying to jinx it myself. I've had enough of that. I did that yesterday. Accidentally closed it. Well, the best thing you could do now after that is tripling your size and chase it. Oh, yeah, over leverage and chase. That's probably the best thing you could do now. Not financial advice. I let the big times roll. If I had it my way. Just made 1.5% on another account just now on ES. That is it for the week. Anthony, dude. I'll edit the post now and post execution on X. Love you guys. Jesus is king. Amen. Congrats, Anthony. Enjoy your weekend, man. Vivek said, I did tell you direction is sell from yesterday due to auto tariffs. Yeah, I just looked at the chart, though. I didn't use auto tariffs to give me a bias. The chart told me what I needed to know. Thanks, guys. Zach, if we get an example, I'll use an example to show you. That question got me fucked yesterday, though. But basically, you needed to start expanding towards your final target. You need the right conditions first and foremost. I think that's something that has to be at the top. If you are not getting spooling, expanding conditions, like pyramiding is going to be very challenging, very tough. Probably should stay away from doing it. So that's first and foremost. You don't want to try to force that. However, if we can get displacement, like we generate liquidity here and we don't just wick this, like we actually run it with displacement and then we hold and close below, print bearish fair value gaps below, and then we hold that and push lower. Like that's where you want to add, because price is telling you that it's, you know, it isn't just generating liquidity, running it, and then reversing back into the range. And you have to have a pretty clear draw that's much lower or much higher than where your current trade is. Wise bro short already. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. I'm going to take a partial there. Look at that. News just came out. Partial there. I'm going to trail stop up to this high here. 18 points in profit. Trade was already protected before the news. No, I take it back. I take it back. I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it at break even. Sorry. I like that 5-minute OB if we tap it. It didn't come up here anyway. Rejection block here. Let's see. Bro, it's honestly clean. Like hourly chart to these equal lows, previous weekly low. I don't think I'm gonna partial the rest of the way until we get there. Try to trail stop maybe, but that'd be about it. If we get the move, it'll be 299 points. $602. It'll be hard. I probably will maybe partial one more time. You know, if we're up to like the 720, 700s, I probably will, to be honest. I might even close it all. That's a nice move. I'm just trying to be honest. Lacking the follow through here. Hit 50% of that rejection block on the 1 minute. Now we're pushing and staying in this range for now. Let's see. New hourly candle, obviously. Lots of failed downside, yeah. Come on, Trump. Tweet something about tariffs. Come on, Daddy T. Come on, Daddy T. Better yet. Forgot I had these.
I'm gonna come.
we lose 19,841 today with expansion, 19,721 is my next level target. Highlighted towards locking in profit. Aye, Mason. Dun, 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 dun. Definitely the latter. Definitely the latter, Coogie. My strategy is ICT concepts, to put it vaguely. Bollinger Bands. That's actually probably the first strategy that I really like committed to, is legitimately Bollinger Bands, stochastics, RSI. So overbought, oversold, RSI and stochastics, tapping into the Bollinger Bands. And the logic behind it was one of the first people that I learned from, who ended up being a scammer, said that price is inside the Bollinger Bands like 90% of the time. But that's because it's a lagging indicator that moves with price. So I was always looking for reversals. You can imagine when price is trending, I was just getting shredded. All right, here's what I'll do. Let's mark this out. Projections. I love how, bro, that's so sick. Oh my god, that's so sick, bro. 2 to 2.5 lines up with previous weekly low. I like that a lot. I'll do a partial in 1 to 1.5 and yeah. Okay, final answer. Final answer. It's either I'm gonna partial or I'm gonna really trail stop aggressively. I could do either or. Up over 100 points, guys. Currently 115 points right now. 118. Not too shabby. Very nice move here. So we were having that conversation about adding. Again, you need the spooling market conditions. So if this maintains and holds up, you'd basically just be looking for continued bearish order flow, right? So you'd be like, these would all be potential areas you could add for, I forget who asked, but you know, if you got price for a turn back in here, you could add, right? But that's all you're really doing. A lot of institutional order flow entry drills, pull back to OBs, etc., etc. And then it only really doesn't play out if market isn't spooling. That's the kicker. Up 150 points currently, guys. Feeling a little tingly sensation in my pants, so I'm going to take one off. And now we're going to trail. We're going to trail, boys and girls. Yeah, it's usually a good indicator to take one off. Just to get that little tingly sensation. You know? So not trailing as of yet. I mean, I can trail a little bit. Like I obviously don't want to see, I don't want to see these fair value gaps get ran through, obviously, right? So trailed my stop and profit 51 points. And the logic is I can let it pull back into here, not beyond here though. Because we'd want to see this keep price moving lower. Yeah, nice little banger move today. What'd I say? Friday's hit or miss. Today was a hit. How about it? Tyler Trades is going to do this just for it to wick him out and then run to weekly low. It's like you've seen my streams before. The worst. Yeah, I'm by no means perfect. I fuck up just as much as other people from time to time. I'd like to think that I have a better grasp on you know, if I take a loss, I'm not going to just sit here and get pissed off and blow my funded account immediately afterward. Like some of you degenerates. But only because I've done it in the past and I know that I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of. You know? All right, nice tap into this fair value gap here. And immediately moved away. Wondered if I should trail stop above this fair value gap candle and try to play this as a breakaway here. Macro is over. We did hit -1 standard deviations of the range. So we could definitely retrace. So I did that. I trailed stop up to 793 and we'll just call it 794. Trailed it up 108 points. As price continues to form these fair value gaps and then respect them, I'll continue to do that. But these would be like your adding opportunities, right? If you're feeling ballsy and trying to send it, these are ads, right? Institutional order flow entry drill. Just keep her trailing here. Trailed it up to that high inside that fair value gap. What a candle, guys. Sheesh. We probably are leaving some higher time frame gaps the price could come back for, which is fine if it does. It'll get me out in profit. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Tyler, give me an audio for my X video. Give you an audio? What do you mean, like an ICT audio? I do have them all saved as files on my computer, so I could drop the ICT speeches if you guys wanted into the Discord. If you guys would be interested in that, I just realized I could do that because I have them all on my computer as a file, so I could use them obviously for my stream deck. So if you guys want, I could drop the files in the Discord. I just I don't know why I didn't think of that before when somebody asked. Close for 7K. Didn't want to bother with the pullbacks. Have a nice weekend, Nala. Have a nice weekend. All right, same method here, guys. New fair value gap printed. I'm going to trail to above the fair value gap candle. Oh, there's no wick on this candle. Never mind, I'll leave it here. Roughly 141 points. For now. It'd be a nice alarm to have ICT screaming at you. Yeah. Soothes the soul. Jade Cap would tap that. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, that's why he's running up another $1 million run right now. One, he's got way more accounts. But also the adding, it is crazy, the exponential, but it's a muscle, right? Like, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. I still get uncomfortable when I do it, because in my mind I'm like, fuck, Tyler, what if I don't get the spooling price action that I'm hoping for, right? So those mind tricks kind of take a toll, and you just got to get comfortable doing it. Because the thing that bothers me, like, emotionally as a trader, is when I'm in like a deep green trade, like it's already hard enough to like have the right bias, find the right entry, execute properly, and then when you mess up the management part of the trade, it can make you more emotional, especially in hindsight. Like, after the trade plays out, like if you end up getting stopped at break even, or because of your management, you end up taking like a green trade and turning it into a red trade somehow. These are all factors, right? Like, think of it like bowling, right? You got these guardrails that you put up for kids so they don't bowl gutter balls nonstop. And for trading, for a lot of us, like, it's a muscle. You got to grow it. You got to develop it. And that applies to holding trades, entering trades, adding to trades, not jamming your stop into profit too early, all these things. And if you struggle with the emotional, most people struggle with the emotional psychology aspect of trading. You want to put guardrails in the way that you trade that prevent you from just getting emotional. The strategy is the least of your worries, right? You don't need to worry about fucking fair value gaps and order blocks nonstop. You need to worry about, okay, I need to trade in accordance to where if I'm wrong and it goes against me, I need to make sure that it's not making me so emotional that I go on tilt and blow everything up. Right? And I think that's far more important than, I could have made more money on that trade. Who gives a fuck? Okay, like, seriously, who gives a shit? That's the worst mindset you can, that is greed, right? We always say fear and greed are the worst two things that can hurt a trader. If that's not a greedy thought, I don't know what is. I could have made more money on the trade. Who gives a fuck, dude? You also could have lost money on the trade. What are you talking about? You're not happy? So that's the biggest thing. It's something you can grow into. It's definitely advanced, and you got to get really good. You got to master all the other things first before you're not just gonna go from being unprofitable, all of a sudden you're adding like a fucking rock star all the time and getting rich on all these trades. Definitely doesn't work like that. All I know is I'm happy I didn't close the trade. You guys remember when this trade was pulling back against me? And the chat said, close it. Thank God I didn't do that. The only other thing that maybe I could consider here is I should check where ES is at in relative. Okay, I'm gonna just put an alert on the ES weekly low candle, or the weekly low level, because it is final target. So I think NQ is the weaker one right now. So yeah, with each new low, I can keep trailing this, right? So we're seeing a new low here, respect from this PD array. I'm going to trail to that high now. So now I got 173 points locked in. And either way, absolute banger. And I am trailing off the 1 minute time frame. So I understand that there's 3 5-minute gaps being left that it could pull back for, and that's fine. New 5-minute candle here. Initial size was 3 contracts, and this is my runner. Yep, I am copy trading Goslin. Thanks, Paul. Ah, Mahavir. How kind of you. I try to be a good person. Thanks, man. Yes, Leo. I'm not ignoring your question from earlier either. I know you asked about SMTs, so I'll go over both. But yeah, currently up over 200 points. It's tempting to just lock it in just to say that I'm, caught 200 points. But what they don't know is if TP gets hit, it's 299. 300 points, which is even better. Did you explain the entry at the beginning of the video? Of course. Goslin, welcome back, bro. Welcome back, Goslin. Hey, hang on. Goslin.
Nice.
I need to get another one of these sound effects on here. Oh, Goslin, welcome to the top G's. You get 5 big booms. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's what I need. I need to get that one. I'm targeting previous weekly low. Rinks. And I'm just trailing. Hoping I'll get a little V recovery off this 1.5 standard deviations. Usually the 1 to 1.5 level is where you see those retracements take place, by the way, guys. For those of you guys that use standard deviations, 1 to 1.5, usually you get that pullback. You can get that pullback in a discount of the range or whatever. It just kind of depends on the day. But something for your studies, I guess, going forward if you want. Peace out, Christian. But hey, guys, like the stream. Hey, like the stream if you've enjoyed today. Banger Friday. What a great trade. Crazy. Very happy. Obviously. So, give the stream a like. Your boy would greatly appreciate it. But we'll go over the trade and everything once I'm out of it. We'll go over it once more. Do you usually take profits on your account straight after 5 days, 200 plus, or when you want to? No, you got. To me, it is about being, well, yes, if you're above your buffer. If you're above your buffer, yes. If you're not above your buffer, no. But my opinion is your margin is already so small when you get a funded account that I don't want to make the margin ever less than what I had to begin with. So on a 50K account, you have 2K margin. So any profit above 2K on the account, fair game, take it off. And pay yourself mainly. Like, I think that's the biggest thing. My very first 2 XFA accounts, I had them both $6 grand in profit each, and I'm in the mindset of like, oh well, you know, I could take a few grand out, but it's not really gonna change my life, so I'll just keep building it up so I can take bigger size. And then I end up like a dipshit giving all the profit back. And then I'm like, well, fuck, maybe I should have taken a payout. So definitely pay yourself. Don't treat your funded accounts like a savings account, is the moral of the story. And yeah, I mean the payouts don't have to be big. You got 4 to 5 accounts, you're taking out $500 to $1,000. I mean, that's a nice little payday. It's crazy though, but you know, if you're on social media, you'll see these other people getting these fat, huge payouts. One, you don't know the whole backstory. You don't know how many accounts they lost to do that. You don't know how many, you know, what their position is financially. So it's hard. You know, you don't want to get caught in that comparison game. It's really dangerous. And it's usually very skewed and not relatable if you actually knew all the details. So don't get caught thinking that your $500 profit, your $700 profit, your $1,000 profit is not good. It's amazing. And it's all relative. The cool thing is, if you can make $100 trading, you can make 1,000. If you make 1,000, you can make 10. You make 10, you make 100. It's scalable. Like it's the most beautiful business in the world. You can scale it. It's all on you. You're in control. It's fantastic. I mean, how do you not love it? It's hard not to get romantic about trading, boys and girls. Gonna trail it up a little further here. We're gonna lock in 200 points. That sounds good to me. Trade in London with half eye open. Yeah, when I was a swing trader back in the Forex days, my sleep schedule was effed. Someone come with a lot of money, he just will trade better because he know he can lose the account. Yeah, this is such a. If someone comes with a lot of money, he just will trade better because he know he can lose the account. So the big guru buy 150K account, they just pass after the 10th time they lost and get big. Yeah, that's why like when, and I'm not hating on people like Patrick Whelan or anything like that, but all these big, you know, influencers, they make a fuck ton of money, guys. A fuck ton from affiliates, whether they're selling courses. Patrick Whelan happens to do both, and like, it's just amazing that people will try to structure their own trading based off of what they see him doing, and it's like, bro, stop trying to be like him. It's a very different situation. If you're making 25 grand a day from prop from affiliates, then maybe you could afford to do that, but don't be silly. You know, another weird thing that I've noticed? Why is it that like every TikTok trading influencer seems like they grew up wealthy. They grew up in like a rich family. They got like a rich dad. Have you guys noticed this? Not every one of them, but like a lot of them. Maybe I got that wrong, but that's just kind of how I feel like. I feel like that's a pattern I've noticed. I don't know. Maybe just the way that I grew up. I respect. I'm not above amounts of money. You know what I mean? I'm not above $200. I'm not above $500. I'm not above $1,000. Like, people want to talk big. Like, oh, $1,000, not a lot of money. It's like, yeah, can you afford to lose it? Sure, but not a lot of money. Fuck you, dude. I'll take $1,000. Not a lot of money, he says. Who you trying to impress, dog? Yep, cupboard dweller. Sorry, I'll go over the trade here in a little bit. We are hitting -2 standard deviations of this range, guys. Seeing a little resistance here, or a little support here, I should say. I still got the stop trailed up to 200 points. We're up about 250 roughly. We were up about 260, 270. Looking for previous weekly low at 602. Which would be 299.5 points. I'm gonna call it 300. Maybe I'll move it to 300 even, just to say, just for the thumbnail, just for the title of the stream. 601 3/4. Someone says close it. I've already partialed out. I got stop trailed up 200 points. If I get stopped in profit, it'll be a little disappointing just because, you know, you'd love to see the full target, but I can't complain. But yeah, is it your biggest move, 300 points? Probably, yeah, it's probably up there, honestly. I mean, I've caught some like when I was a swing trader, though. I mean, I guess that's different. When I was a swing trader, I've caught some big moves swing trading, but that's a whole different style. Like intraday trading, one session, silver bullet hour. Yeah, this probably could. But it's usually because I'll take the trade-off at low-hanging fruit targets, and then I miss out on like a big move. You know? We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. 10:30. There's 4 ticks in every point. So 200 points would be 800 ticks. Give it to me, Blanston. Give it to me, Blanston. I need to stop talking. It'll tease me if I talk shit to it. No. No! 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 No, God, please. God, please don't. If you if you can hear me, God, please don't. No. Give it to me. Please. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, God. Dear Lord, sweet baby Jesus. Stop it. Stop it. Paulo, what are you doing? Get that shit out of here. Don't be a dick for a tick is right, Goslin. I understand. I understand. I understand. My ego wants 300, though. My pride wants 300 points. It really does. It wants it bad. My hand is on the close button. My ring finger, to be exact. My ring finger is ready to click it. I'm not letting it pull back to 200 points. Just get right on through there, boy. Come on. Boom! Come on! Nice. Wow. Crazy. Sheesh.
Mufasa, you know we finally here, right? Well, it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday. Let's go. Let's go.
Do the Fasa. Oh my god. What a great trade. I can't believe I was going to take today off. What a stupid decision that would have been. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's probably my biggest move that I've actually like held on to at least a runner for in recent history that I can think of. I hope that served as a good example, though. We were talking about adding to positions earlier, like when the trade was way up here. And honestly, dude, wow. Yeah, I'll probably take a payout today after that. Yeah, I think that's worthy of a payout. Final profit on that, guys, was let's see. On my lead account, it was like 1,050. Yeah, it's like 1,050. Copy traded on Top Civics. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I got a few orders of business real quick. First order of business is let's go over the trade one more time. And this is why I highly encourage you guys to be here early. Because I'm going over thought process and bias, like all of that leads into like today when I was in this trade, I had a lot of people like while I was in the trade, especially when I was in drawdown right here for these 4 to 5 minutes. I had a lot of people like, why are you in this trade? Bro, why are you in a trade already? Why are you short? When I was in profit here, Wriggles was in the chat saying that I was gambling. Yeah, Wriggles, you thought I didn't see that, Wriggles? I saw it. Wriggles. Said I was gambling because I was in a trade already. So if you're not here, moral of the story is if you're not here early, I would encourage it greatly. So with that being said, coming into today, let's go ahead and clear all these charts off. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll just take this off, I guess. We'll replay the whole thing, starting from the weekly. Weekly time frame. I told you guys at the beginning of the stream that based on how the weekly candle looked, I want to see at least previous weekly low get traded into. And if we get really, really volatile and nasty today, maybe we get the actual low, but I just think that's asking for a lot on a Friday. So previous weekly low was my bias as I scaled in. On this daily, you have perfect equal lows on the daily. The line up with previous weekly low. And then as you continue to scale in here, there really wasn't much to go off of on the 4 hour. You just have to go off of order flow from yesterday's price, which was this 4 hour wick into this BPR. We see price showing us a willingness to go lower. 1 hour chart. 1 hour SIBI gets tapped here at open again, and then we see this wick down. Like when you see this type of signatures in price, especially on like an hourly candle, it should, like, a red freaking light should go off in your head. Like, these are signals. As ICT traders, we're price action. We read price action. Like when you see this, this is a pretty fucking strong rejection, is it not? Looking here at the 15-minute. What did we also see? 15-minute price trades up. So here's 8:30 pre-market news. We go lower. We put in some sell side liquidity here, some relative equal lows. We go up. We take out what? Oh, the data high. No way. Take out the data high. Inverse this 15-minute gap. And then immediately we reclaim it. We put in a little BPR here. And then we take the BPR. And then we go and take out these equal lows going into market open. So market opens up, we take these equal lows. At this point, we're waiting. We did have SMT both sides of the range, but I'm still favoring downside because of everything that I already mentioned before. All the higher time frame bias, reading price, etc. 5-minute. We marked out the opening range gap, by the way, so I'll show that. We marked out the regular trading hours gap. And I said, if we do indeed go lower, I don't want to see I don't want to see price get to the upper 50% of the opening range gap. Because to me, we're pushing through too many bearish PD rays then. So to me, it's either going to be really messy or we go to like the internal London high. So that was that. Marked these quadrants out on the opening range gap. Here we have the 5-minute BPR tapped in here. And I said, if this ends up respecting and holding, I am going to drop down to the lower time frame and look for short. On the 1-minute, I said when we were like right here, or we had just tapped it like right here. So this is like a couple minutes later it happened. But I said, as of right now, I don't see any PD rays that we could use like on this leg as an inversion necessarily. So I said I want to wait for a PD ray to form on the 1-minute and then play off that, which I was expecting to be like a fair value gap lower, like a SIBI, bearish fair value gap. And then we formed this bearish order block instead. So when we formed this bearish order block, this candle closed, this candle wicked up into it, I entered short. So I entered on the 9:44 a.m. candle. Stop above this high. And we did have also, we were looking at the 3-minute chart as well. And we also had gotten this 3-minute inversion after I entered the trade. So like the next minute after I entered, we ended up getting this inversion on the 3-minute. You just look at this candle. Like, does this look like a rejection candle? Yes. Price pulls back into that 1-minute order block. Also 50% of this wick. At that exact moment, chat was telling me to close the trade. So I decided to not speak. And then price sells off. I took one partial off here when news came out, and I took the partial off like down here in this wick. One partial there. Took another partial just ahead of the -1 standard deviations of the range. I projected this because I view this as the manipulation before the move lower. So I project that out. 2 to 2.5 level lines up perfectly with previous weekly low. Not a coincidence. And that was that. And trailed from there. Luckily, just didn't get any big retracements that stopped me out in profit. So it allowed me to catch the whole thing. I traded micros. Minsky. And then I'm not remembering. I think it was Leo. Yeah, Leo asked about SMTs. SMTs is just a divergence between two correlated assets. So, for example, if NQ is putting in a lower high, and let's say ES is putting in a higher high, that's a divergence. So that's what SMT is. When you hear people say SMT, that's what they mean. So like in this example, if NQ is putting in a lower high like it is here, and I don't think this was the case today, but if like ES was doing something like that, that's what an SMT would be. Which you can see the SMT more clearly if like you're looking at like where's yesterday's price? Or Wednesday's price, sorry. Right? We had a lot of internal SMTs that's kind of fueled this whole sell-off. I think it was like right, oops. Maybe it was yesterday. Trying to find you a good chart example. We had bearish SMT, I believe, on the 1 minute today. Trying to show you today's price. Where's the SMT? Okay, the SMT's here. Am I seeing things? Chad, help me out. Where was the bearish SMT? I know we had some. Oh, here we go. Sorry. So right here, Leo, we had SMT here. So notice how we got a lower high on ES. Watch as I flip to NQ. This is also a bearish confluence. Higher high NQ, lower high ES. And yes, a lot of times you will get SMT on both sides of a range. This happens very often. That's why you can't use SMT for your bias to start off. You have to use order flow first, right? You have to have order flow first and then let SMT be a qualifier for your idea. That's how you can predict if one SMT will fail over another. Is probably the best way I can explain that. But yeah, it stands for smart money tool or smart money technique. So that's that. The other order of business is actually the next order of business is going to be for me to drop those files into the Discord for you guys, for those that are interested. Oops, shit. Here. What I'll do, guys, is I'll post the ICT speeches. Shout out to Nala as well. Nala, I'm seeing your post in the Discord now. Wow, killed it. I'm gonna drop the ICT speeches in. Oh wait, can I do that? In the Discord here. And then I'll pin them so you guys There's a bunch of them. I have like some 1 minute ones, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. See if I can. See if I can do them all at once. Bang. Oh, fuck. Ah. All right. I'm gonna have to do a few at a time. They're kind of jumbled in this folder. Oops. All right, here's some of them. Too many uploads. Aw, get out of here. Too many uploads. All right, here's some of them. Sending a few more. We don't gatekeep over here, boys and girls. No, sir. There you guys go. They're all in there, man. Sorry I didn't have a better spot. I probably should have created an actual channel for these so you guys could always go get them and use them or listen to them if you want. But yeah, there they are in the general chat for now. Maybe I'll do that. I might make a folder for these and then re-upload them. But for now, that's where they are at. The Discord is in the... It's circulating in the... in the chat. Speaking of, I'm not sure why the chat isn't... There we go. There we go. What else am I going to do here quick? Before I let you guys go. Let me know if you guys have any questions you want me to answer before I hop off here. Whether it be about the trade or... I assume if you guys have questions about the trade, that'd be about it, but... Yeah, very nice day today. Discord channel. It's called Tyler Trades Public Group here. Where's the link? I'll find the link in the chat here and pin it to the top of the chat while we wait. Here. All right, guys, message pin. If you're not in the Discord, feel free to join it. It's not the most, I'll be honest, it's not the most active Discord you've probably ever been in as of right now, but we can change that. Guess what, guys? It takes all of us. It takes a community, right? It takes a community. But it's just a good place for me to keep you guys updated on stuff. If you guys have questions, it's a good place to reach me. And we'll keep it growing. But yeah, man, I do appreciate you guys showing up. We will take a look ahead to next week quick before we hop off of here. Let me hide this quick. Also, if you guys don't mind, I need to check something quick. Yeah, okay. I had to make sure this feature worked on this scene for me and what it looked like. So that looks all right. All right. Well, looking ahead to next week, we are going to be moving into April. So we got April Fool's Day on Tuesday on it. Okay. Oh, wait. Today's the 28th. So we got Monday. No way. Monday's still March. No shit. Man. I will keep you guys updated if I trade or if I'm going to stream Monday. As of right now, I'm going to plan on streaming Monday. And likely every day but Thursday. Just because Thursday, we're going to be in NFP protocol. So Thursday is going to be the day before NFP. So I'll probably just be sidelined that day. Or, you know, just chilling and tape reading, I guess. But so probably no stream Thursday. And yeah, trading Monday through Wednesday and then Friday after NFP. But yeah, guys, what a crazy move today. Caught 300 points to be exact. 300 points on this son of a gun. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Here's the executions. 901.75 was my fill. You can see my partials and then the runner. What a beaut. Anthony, it's just the link, Anthony. The one that just got posted. So if you use that link, it'll automatically apply a checkout. I'm assuming it's not your first account though, Anthony. So it probably won't give you an extra discount, unfortunately. It will support the channel. I will get a little commish. I'll make like $9. Which I do appreciate. But if not, it's all good. So there's another imposter in here, I see. That's right. Can I make a new account with a new email? You're asking the wrong guy. I wish I knew. It'd probably be bad for me to. It'd probably be bad for me to advocate for you to do that. So I'm gonna say no. Mahavir, welcome. Appreciate it. Welcome to the inner circle. But all right, guys. Hey, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday. If you made money today, well done. If you lost money today, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't do something silly you're gonna regret the rest of the weekend. And I'll see you guys back here Monday, okay? Appreciate you guys. Like the stream before you hit the road. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week, everybody. Peace out.
Sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen. He's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money. He's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.